You're listening.
You're listening.
You're listening
to the International Posit Podcast Network. Welcome to Three Guys, Three Questions. In this lightning round,
lightning noises.
We test the limits of propriety through the questions you ask us. And later, we'll follow up on listener questions and comments from the previous episode. Without further ado, here's our first question. Do you like your toilet paper to roll under or over? This comes from Cammy's Thoughts via Twitter.
This question presupposes an erroneous thing.
You just lost half of our listeners with that sentence.
I lost myself, actually. I don't know if you heard the end of that sentence, but it just stopped.
Okay.
But I don't agree with the premise of this question because there is no over or under for the toilet paper roll. There's just outside and inside.
Man, I can't believe how wrong you are.
Look, I'm gonna say
it's only over.
I'm gonna say that there's a definitive answer. All right.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that there isn't
over and under. I think everyone.
There isn't over and under. There is no under. You can't make the toilet paper like upside down.
Do you
unless
pull
you're pulling
from
it straight
under the
up?
toilet paper, or do you pull from
behind?
It's always under. There's only the flappy bit coming towards you and the flappy bit going away from you.
Okay, whatever. For the purposes of this argument, under is away, over is toward.
That's just
semantics, Adam. Really, come on. Okay.
I'm being pedantic.
The answer. This is a lightning round. This is like the slowest lightning I've ever seen in my life. It's just like
if this lightning was hitting Frankenstein right now, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay dead.
Okay, so
the answer is towards you.
The answer is that you have to pull it towards you, and it's anything else is barbarism.
So I agree with you, but I'm going to play devil's advocate right here. I'm saying, what's the benefits of, like, say, if you have a child or a cat and they like to roll or like bat at the toilet paper?
Right.
I would say those are the exceptions.
I've heard that argument, but my reply is that you should just not have cats.
Okay, but what about children?
Children should be in their own potty, away from yours. I'm gonna build an outhouse for my children. So they're of age to understand how to properly deal with the toilet paper.
Daddy, what's this room that I'm not allowed inside?
Why are you always taking magazines in and out? Is it some sort of archive?
Is it
my reading room?
All right, the next question comes from Wonderyak via Twitter, and they ask, what material possession have you owned the longest?
My Jeep. I've had it since I was 16, so I think that's it.
Look at you. You had a car when you were 16. Look at you.
I did, and I would have taken good care of it, and I still have it.
I have a plaid flannel tie. It's a Pendleton tie.
It's plaid and flannel?
Well,
most flannel is plaid.
Most flannel is plaid, but not necessarily, if that makes sense.
I'm sick. I'm not thinking straight.
It's a woolen tie, and it has a tartan pattern. And I'm looking at it right now.
Where did you get it?
I got it from my dad when I was like a teenager. So probably when I was like 14, somewhere 12. The thing is, it's
that's longer than some of our listeners have been alive.
Yeah. It's really thick. So like, cause it's, it's like a Pendleton jacket, but in tie form. And like, so the knot that it creates is just like ginormous, and it feels like you're wearing like a large rope around your neck. So I don't like to wear it that often, only when it's really cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it keep you warm?
Verily.
It's a tie that doubles as a scarf.
Andrew, what about you?
So I have a harmonica someone gave me when I was like a freshman in high school. And I can play it like okay. Like I can fake play it pretty well.
Yeah.
But I normally just keep it to annoy my roommates when they like piss me off. So I just go into my room and just blast my harmonica as loud as I can.
You just keep doing the blues over and over again.
Yeah, just the blues.
Burr,
like
burr, burr, burr.
They're like, oh man, do you think Andrew's doing okay? I don't know, man. Let's listen. Nope, still playing the blues. He's doing the train sound effect over and over again.
Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. All right, the last question comes from Rand Longmas, and it is, what's the worst Christmas present you've ever given or received?
I'll go first. Considering we were just talking about ties, I had a novelty Christmas tie that had a button that you pressed and it would sing and light up.
Yes.
I will let you know I never wore that tie.
What?
But I did try to put it in like places where someone would actually step on it and then the music would start playing. So I'd like put it under the mat or put it like on under someone's bed when they got up and they step on it. So I mean, it wasn't like the worst gift ever, but it was terrible for what it was intended to.
Yeah. Adam.
Do white elephant gifts count? If it was like malicious?
Sure.
Oh,
I once got a pickled bologna rope.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's just like the world's longest, like, picture a giant sausage, except it's not made of sausage, it's made of bologna. And then it's just like coiled up inside of a big old jar filled with brining solution.
Was this like homemade or was this?
No, somebody bought it at a store.
So did you?
There's enough of a demand for pickled bologna rope that they sell it.
How was it?
The market.
Did you eat it?
I threw it away.
You didn't try it?
You gotta try that mess, man.
Oh,
you could have been your thing. You'd be like, oh shoot, man, this is it.
You at least have to save it on the off chance that you just something really terrible happens to you and you need to use a rope.
Here's what I would have done.
Use the pickled bologna rope.
It looked like intestines. I'm not gonna save that.
I would have kept it until the next white elephant next year, and that person was there, and I
just keep giving it back. Mine is a white elephant gift, and I was at the thrift store looking for a white elephant gift, and I found a ceramic jar, like a container that was a nut, so it was the bottom half of the nut, the top half of the nut, and then on top of the nut was like a little squirrel. Like for the handle. Awesome. It was just pretty cool. But what I did with it is I filled it with pistachios and then a coupon for 10 free dates with Joe Palmer, who was another guy that I knew.
I just talked to that guy yesterday.
Me too.
And he's the guy I replaced.
Yeah, he's the guy you replaced. And so we were both at this white elephant thing and someone opened it up. And I just loved the look on their face when they're like, 10 free dates with Joe. And then Joe was like, huh? And then like the sadness is people like kept passing it off because they didn't want it. Because I'm a terrible person. All right.
Just pistachios, though. I love those.
Should I go get my harmonica and start playing while you do the...
No.
Oh, man.
It's too late. The moment's passed. Let's do some follow-up and feedback, shall we?
Yeah, I guess.
Pizza cornucopias.
They're a real thing. They exist in the world.
I had no idea, but enough people have had this idea. I've included a screenshot of my Google image search for pizza cornucopias, and they just look really terrible.
Yeah, they don't really catch the essence of a cornucopia.
They're like a 2D cornucopia. You know what I mean?
They capture the essence of a giant bugle from those things you put on your fingers and heat.
Do you guys remember 3D Doritos?
I do remember that.
Like this is to a cornucopia what a regular Dorito is to a 3D Dorito. It's just like so deflated, flat. It's just sad.
This is just a calzone that nobody bothered to finish.
Right. So yeah, I think we have to try and make one next year. Other than that, Reese's feedback. We've got some feedback from Brian Brush on Twitter, and he says Reese's cups are an abomination.
Not only does he say that Reese's mini Reese's cups are abomination, he uses 5 exclamation marks. So I think he means business.
I think he's serious. Yeah.
Like that's a big deal. I think that's a big claim. Like I would prefer a regular sized Reese's, but also I would take a mini Reese's over most other things.
Yeah, like mini Reese's or no mini Reese's, I'd choose mini Reese's, right?
Right.
Speaking of which, you know what I ate today?
Mini Reese's?
Nope.
Reese's?
Pieces.
Nope.
We're just gonna play. Is this our new
This is the
podcast, or are we just trying to guess?
No, keep the Christmas tree ones.
3 guys, 20 questions.
Oh yeah,
The
how
Christmas tree / football ones.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
'cause they're just
How are
egg
those?
shaped still.
Yeah. They were so good. I had them for breakfast. Don't tell anyone.
Those are actually the best ones.
The second.
I would say Reese's like only get better with size. I say the baseline is the mini Reese's. Like
Oh
those
my
are pretty
gosh.
good.
Have you
And the
seen-
normal size Reese's are better. And then I saw my roommate get like giant sized Reese's, and they're the size of like a tea plate.
Yeah.
like
Have
a
you
tea-
seen?
Yeah.
There's this like new thing is making.
There's the 2-pound ones.
giant
Yes.
candy.
Yeah.
They have giant Reese's. They have giant Twix that are like 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
They
And you're like,
have-
hey, I would like this pie. Just kidding. It's a Reese's cup.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
That'd be
'cause
a pretty
I know
good
what
pie,
I
though.
know what I'm getting into.
What's
Brian-
the
Brian
crust?
also-
The crust is chocolate.
Brian also shared with us something called Franksgiving, which happens in Columbus, Ohio, which is like a hot dog place does like a Thanksgiving hot dog bar, and it sounds pretty awesome. Like if you don't have family, it's like in a college area, so you don't have anywhere to go you don't have any friends or family to go to Thanksgiving.
That goes against the
Thanksgiving.
grand college tradition of just crying alone at home when you don't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving.
Well, there is that.
So-
Speaking
Well, you
of,
can really do both.
speaking of Thanksgiving as well, Havarti talk. Harold, he obtained some Havarti, and I just wanted to share that. He shared a picture because I talked about I like Havarti on my Christmas sandwich. Did you guys make your turkey sandwich? Did you make your Thanksgiving sandwiches?
I was going to, and I actually had some leftovers that I brought back from Conley's house, and I put them in the fridge, and then I woke up the next morning and they had already been eaten. So I did not have one.
Oh, I know who the culprit was. Too. I did not, because I did not have Thanksgiving at my home, so I did not have any leftovers this year.
That's so sad. I made some sliders.
Oh, that's always a good man.
They
Sliders
were
are so good.
super
I feel like mini Reese's are the sliders of the Reese's cup.
Oh, but I got my Havarti. The most we said. So I said on Twitter, and we said on our account, send us your pictures of your, post Thanksgiving sandwiches, and we'll declare a winner. And I don't know. I mean, we haven't discussed this, but I'm pretty sure we'd be unanimous on saying who the winner is. That's Kyle and Kenny from Transmission.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Oh my goodness. So
Oh shoot!
so it starts out. It starts out with the fact that they made a turducken. Their family made a turducken, and I heard on their podcast that their turducken had not only was it a regular turducken, but it had chorizo in the center.
Oh my gosh!
That's amazing. So that you see these pictures of the sandwiches and
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm really jealous because I haven't had dinner yet.
it's like this. It's like the size of Kyle's head, and I love his face after eating it. It's like I don't want to. All the words I can think of to describe it, I don't want to say out loud. But it's pretty incredible. So they win this year. Good job.
We'll just have other sandwich contests for other shows.
Many sandwich contests.
Yeah.
Also, I talked about that playground I don't remember which episode it was, a couple episodes ago, maybe. Where I would get under the train.
Yeah.
Right.
There's some pictures of that playground in 1961.
So when you were there,
There's so many
that
people
old.
in these
I'm
pictures.
joking.
This is such a popular playground.
Yeah, and you know what?
I have been to that playground recently. It does not look that good.
Wait,
now.
it's not there anymore. It's a school now.
That's what I mean. Sorry. Yeah.
But the school I work at is actually built on top of this. So
It does not look that good because it's a different thing now.
yeah, no, but oh my gosh, I remember playing on this stuff. The tank was not McDonald's colored when I was there. It was tank colored.
Well, they did get a cease and desist order from McDonald's, so they have to repin it.
Other than that, it looks pretty good. So yeah, that's if you want to see pictures of that, they're in the show notes. And the last thing is we have a new kiss in for Kiss Starter.
Oh yes.
Harold,
So long.
Haroldina on Twitter sent us this beautiful puckering face, and so we'll make sure we get that on the Kiss Starter. If you guys don't know what Kiss Starter is, you need to go listen to episode something.
All right. One before this one, a couple back.
A long time ago.
Don't bother Googling it because you'll just get stuff for Kickstarter, which is
No,
completely different.
Just go to kissstarter.org. Right?
Right.
Starter.org.
No, not org.
It's not org. Is it .com?
I don't know.
I'm afraid to look it up. This is really interesting.
It is .com.
Initial round still underway. So
I don't even know what that means, but it's exciting.
I forgot about this website. Oh,
What are flying chihuahuas? Okay, well we can go through that at some other point.
Yeah. Okay. So other than that, I mean, that's it, right? We don't have anything else to share. You guys have anything you wanted to share?
Nah, man.
Today?
Good.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Would you like us to cover your quandary or settle a debate? You can send your questions to us and we'll provide answers as deep and meaningful as those we just gave. There's several ways for you to send your questions. Tweet your question with the hashtag Ask3G. Leave a voicemail or text at 760-881-4382 or go to 3g3q.co/ask to submit it via Tumblr. Actually, that doesn't work anymore, so just go on Tumblr and search for our show. Sorry. Until next time, remember to question everything.
Everything.
Everything.